They talking about shit that is relevant. Gave a break to these niggas, they couldn't compare to me, so I got back in my element. Back in that mo when I'm back in my end. I brought back the badges to split with my friends. Swing the door open, this AMG Benz. The tint too dark, can't see through the lens. I don't be seeing these niggas, they...
Welcome back, man. Welcome back to the Dog Pound, man. Where the dogs be barking and the dogs be biting. It's your coach, Coach Westbrook. You feel me? Owner of Prime Fitness LLC and the Dog Pound. And welcome back to the second episode of Dog Talk. You did. Before we get started, man, I want to shout out a couple of people. First person I got to shout out is Styles by Cal, man. It's my sister. She's a professional stylist, man. She got dang on do professional athletes all over the city, man, all over the world for real. She a travel braider. She really tight on the, she really crisp on the braids. She get real trim with them. You can't see, she trimming hair. You dig? So shout out to Styles by Cal. The next thing I want to shout out is Body of God, man. It's my boy Pat, his homies, Health and Wellness. They do a lot of supplements, all natural from the herbs. So they do things from like lion's mane mushroom, tongue cock Ali root powder, spirulina powder. So these are all natural supplements that you could take for your overall health, recovery, and athletic performance. Fellas, that red bottle in the middle, fellas, make sure y'all get that, bro. Make sure y'all get that. It increases sex wellness, bro. So if you slipping in the bed, homie, nah, make sure y'all tap in. You dig what I'm saying? But nah, so y'all tap in that. But last and not least, man, it's getting cold outside. The fall and winter is slowly creeping up on us, man. So make sure y'all tap in and get y'all some cuddle gear. Get y'all some Prime Fitness LLC hoodies. I got black and I got gray. You did. It's never too late to go copy a shirt, a dog shirt, you feel me? And then we got the shorts and the pants, man. We got the shorts and the pants. So make sure y'all tap in with your boy. Female specific gear is gonna be coming soon. So y'all just stay locked and loaded for that. You dig? I posted a poll or like a little question thing on Instagram just to kind of get or see what people wanted me to talk about on here. So I got a lot of good questions. So we're just gonna talk through them a little bit. You feel me? So let's get right into it. Ain't no point of wasting no time. The first question is, what are some workout / training programs that you can do if you have bad knees? So my first response to that is if you have bad knees, the first thing you got to do is get your knees stronger, man. Rehab those knees, right? That's your foundation. It's part of your foundation. So you got to make those strong, right? So doing a lot of isometric stuff, iso holds, right? Depending on your level of fitness, right? Those are kind of the biggest things you're going to have to do, man. You got to strengthen those little muscles around it as well as strengthening those big muscles around it, like your hamstrings, your quads, your glutes even. Like, so those things have to be strong to be able to support that knee. But outside of just, outside of stuff like that, like body weight squatting is good for your knees. Getting on the bike is good for your knees. Like little things you never want your knees to get to a sedentary point. So make sure that you're always moving, and taking care of your knees, man. Once your knees go bad, man, it's tough. But a lot of KTI, stuff like that, a lot of band work, strengthening those glutes, right? That's gonna help with those knees. So that's kind of my spill on bad knee workouts. And it truly all depends on how far you off and how bad your knees are, and also, like I said, the level of fitness that you are. So your training program could defer if you are a beginner, intermediate to an advanced, or like old athlete. The next question we got is, what was one of the hardest obstacles you had to overcome in this journey? Hey man, that's a hell of a question. So if you don't know, I was late 2020, I had just moved back to Charlotte. I was training in the facility. Everything was rolling smooth. Had my clientele. We was rolling. I was coaching this little football team. I had like 12 middle school kids. I had general population. I had like 8 high school kids. So we was really getting into it, was hitting the road running. That came to a complete halt. Just due to miscommunications with other people, you know what I'm saying, shut the whole operation down. You did. So since then, that's kind of like when my obstacles started. My obstacles started like it was so crazy. I was training, bro. Listen, I was training in apartment gyms. I was training in apartment gyms, like bouncing around from apartment gyms, getting kicked out of apartment gyms. I was training at high schools. I was training at parks. I was training anywhere I had some open land, right? And we would still get into it. And that was like one of the biggest obstacles, like keeping my client retention up. Um, and with not having like a true facility. But I would love to say shout out to them for sticking with your boy. You know what I'm saying? It all paid off. We're in this amazing facility that we built from ground up, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without y'all. So I appreciate y'all forever indebted. Do you plan on getting involved in any community events? Yes. Yes, man. Like that's one of my passions. Like that's like literally one of my passions is being a part of the community and give back to the community. That's like one of the biggest endeavors that I want to tap into. So yes, I do have some community events coming up. I actually have a community event coming up in December. Um, we're going to be doing a toy drive for the kids at the Boys and Girls Club. I'll post about it. I haven't ironed out all the details yet, but it's gonna be something that I'm gonna post about. And then me and my homeboy E, who on the mic, who's rapping right now, we do a community service event, annual 3-on-3 tournament that we had this past July. It was lit. Y'all can go check out that video, man. We had a great time. So we do that every year. We bring out vendors, the whole nine, and all the money that we make from that event goes to the Boys and Girls Club. So yeah, community service events are really big to me and really important. So y'all just stay on the lookout for that. Again, I'm gonna have a flyer and more information on that soon. So yeah, y'all just tap in, stay locked in with me. Next question I got is, when did you figure out this was a gift you could share with the community? Honestly, man, this has always been my passion. Like, always been my passion. Like, obviously, I played sports my entire life, played at the collegiate level. But even then, like, I had a passion for like training my friends. Like, I used to put my friends through workouts, my homies through workouts in the off season. I was always the person that like wanted to do extra in the weight room. So like, it's always been something that I had a passion for. Figured out why not turn this into how I make my money, how I make my living. Um, I wake up every morning loving what I do. So that's kind of how I figured that out. And then, like I said, taking my passion, making money, and then being able to invest back into the community or share my passions with the community is something I forever dreamed of doing. You know what I'm saying? Outside of playing in the league or whatever, but like this is like, I had to think if I'd have say 10 years ago, this would probably be my biggest dream. Next question is, are you grounding or do you just not like to wear shoes? Both. For real. I mean, I'm more comfortable that way. I never really was a shoe wearer. Like I always used to wear slides or the whole nine. So like, you know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable with my feet. You know, so I'll be on my feet all the time. And then when you walk barefoot, your feet actually get stronger. So it's just another aspect to give me another edge over the average Joe, for real. But no, I'm not like spiritually grounding or nothing like that. Just a comfortability thing. Like I do put on shoes. Like most of the time when I'm training, I have on shoes. But when I'm in my facility, you know what I'm saying? Why not walk around like this? Because this is my home. You don't. Hopefully, you don't wear no shoes in your crib. So this is my crib. This is my second crib. You know what I'm saying? I come home. This is where I spend a lot of my time. So I'm comfortable in here. You dig? And it's clean. I clean this mop every day. Every day we clean this motherfucker. So yeah, I can I can go and not wear shoes in here. So yeah, that's why I don't wear no shoes. Training splits, training like an athlete versus training for bulk and training for mental health. Training splits. Honestly, it depends on what your goal is. What do you plan on getting out of your training splits, right? It's so many training splits you can go to. You can go into and it depends on how many days you want to train. Like if you only want to train 4 days a week, Then you can have a push pull. You know what I'm saying? Training split. Like one day Mondays push, Tuesdays pull, Wednesdays rest, Thursdays push, Fridays pull. Like and those are all your push moves. It can be you can do a full body push, you can do a lower extremities push only, you can do an upper extremities push only, right? Push pull splits. Those are always beneficial, and it all depends on how many times you have to train, right? So your training splits, when it comes to creating the training split, is one, you got to think about the time that you have to actually complete your training program. Two, what your goal is. Like, if your goal is body recomp, your goal is hypertrophy. If your goal is to lose weight, if your goal is to maintain, if your goal is to become more flexible, whatever the case may be, is those are kind of things you got to take into consideration when you creating a training split. Um, Training like an athlete, bro. Like, I mean, that's what I do. I do everything. I do body recomps and all that kind of stuff. I do train general pop, but I train all my clients, athletes, damn near the same, right? Um, we work for functionality, man, and just being able to feel good, move good, be strong, and be strong while doing it, right? So we focus on strength. We focus on power, right? We focus on strength endurance, right? Um, and then like for my athletes, go to like sports specific training, and training like the athlete, right? So again, a lot of plyos, a lot of isometric stuff. Just getting real technical with movements and working on being explosive. Like I said, it all depends on what the goal is and the athlete or client that you're training. So it varies from person to person. But if you're training like an athlete, you're not just benching and back squatting and deadlifting the house, right? You gotta be able to pair that with like some form of contrast movement, some form of speed or explosive movement. Learning concepts like pairing speed with speed, or pairing, you know what I'm saying, or pairing strength with speed. Just being able to work through those and manipulate those things are what can help you train like an athlete, or just train and get your attention, your goal that you're trying to accomplish. Training for bulk. Hey, listen, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Training for bulk, that recipe is simple. Like, I mean, that shit's simple. That shit's simple. That's ABCs 1, 2, 3. You gotta lift heavy, and you gotta lift a lot. Like, it's simple. Like, you need to be working in your 80% rep range and up. Right? Nothing below. You feel me? Like 80, 81 and up is where you need to be, where you live at if you're trying to bulk. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of working at those, like those 5x5, 81%. Like, that shit's heavy. So it's things that you can do to progress to that, right? Um, so whether you working or doing like a 5x5 and you working 77%, and then your last day you working at 81, and then you build it out just like that, right? Or my, like, shout out to my dog Wayne, man, one of my coworkers. He's a strength coach, came from Yale. He doing his thing. Hey, great guy. He gonna be on here soon. Shout out to my boy Wayne. But he works. He does like an inverted rate where he works. He does like your first two heavy sets first, and then he triggers you down. Then he builds you out your heavier sets. And then I did that with him, and then I put on a lot of mass, not even knowing. So like, you can do stuff like that. Um, but bro, training for bulk is easy. Lift heavy, lift a lot, right? And you're gonna be one. And honestly, I think you're gonna be one muscle group specific when you're training. So you're gonna hammer that muscle group. But when you're training for bulk, you have to lift at least 5 to 6 times a week. There's no way around it for real. So training for bulk, that's how you do it. Deadlifting with Natty. I don't deadlift personally. I had a bad injury back in college where it kind of scarred me, dog. Like, it scarred me. I was walking around back all crooked and shit, just cause I wasn't taught correctly on how to do it, or I was just loading the bar way too much. Whatever the case may be, I got hurt, so I stopped fucking with it. My boy Wayne be trying to give me a deadlift, but it's a no go for me, bro. But he say it's a no for me, dog. But I will teach the shit out of deadlift. But for me to just get down there and load up that bar and put that shit from the floor, no sir, can't do it, won't do it. Or not do it. That boy E be sliding on this for real. The journey to owning your own gym. But that was a tough journey. That was long and hard. But I was getting denied and denied and denied and denied and denied and denied. Day after day, week after week, month after month. But I had to persevere, man, and keep my head down and keep rolling until I was able to get to what I needed to get to. So it was tough. Once I got it, I was excited, ecstatic. That shit expensive, bro. So like, I spent a hell of bread. I spent mad money trying to get this thing together, like, and I did it by myself. Like, no cap. Like, I did all this by myself as far as like financial. Like my girl, shout out to my girl. She tapped in. She helped me with a lot of things too. Like, but 90% of it I did by myself, and then actually scratch that, bro. Like I had help from my homies. Like they helped me come. Bro, like it's a story of me how I got my turf. Like I had homies coming here helping me lay the floor down, like put stuff together. So on that aspect, I had hella support from my homies and my friends and my girl and shit. But like as far as like financially, the financial piece, that was all me. Like I didn't do no loans or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Not because I was afraid of loans, but I hate owing people, so I ain't gonna have to pay nobody back. So it was just like I've been saving for this for a minute, so I was like, let me go ahead and just put it down and let's keep this thing rolling and build it back up. When I get it back, I get it back, and I get it back, I'm gonna double it. So yeah, but the journey was good. You know what I'm saying? I embrace the journey because I appreciate where I am now. So that's what I got to say about the journey of me owning the gym. Next question. It says, how often are your boot camps? Oh, boot camps. Well, boot camps gonna resume next week. Well, by the time you see this video, the boot camps have already been resumed. But boot camps is Monday through Friday. Hey man, we got what you need, we got what you want, man. Listen, we got advanced hit, we got beginners hit, we got yoga, we got boxing boot camp, man. We got booty blast boot camps. We really locked into the Dawg pound. So look, if you're in the area, make sure y'all come and check us out. We got boot camps every day, Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. So yeah, y'all lock in with me. And lock in with the coaches because they really out here doing their thing. Oh, this is a good question. This is a good question. Who is the strongest person you know? The strongest person I know in the weight room, like right now, the strongest person. It depends on the lift. That's a tough question. I don't know. The strongest person I know, cause like I feel like in like power cleans, hand cleans, I'm definitely the strongest person I know. And then like bench, I'm pretty strong at bench. Squat, I'm pretty damn strong at squat. But then I know some people that's stronger than me in bench. I know some people that's stronger than me in squat. But like overall strength, I think it's me. I ain't gonna lie. You know, so I'm gonna have to take that trophy. You did. How is it training your girlfriend? Training my girlfriend is cool, man. Like it ain't shit for real. Like we used to not bicker, but like I used to get mad at her sometimes because she didn't take it as serious as I took it, and I expected her to, and I was like the only issue that we had. But now she is growing to love training and growing to love working out. So I love that for us and her. So yeah, bro, like it's good. It's a blessing to be able to. It's a blessing to have a girlfriend that's active and looks forward to being active for real. Hey man, well that's it for Dawg Talk Part 2, man, Episode 2. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all lock in for the next video.
Don't you sleep on Charlotte dudes, cause we get busy, ayy. Who riding with me? I'm a rising for my city. It ain't on me, bitches see me. Got some